you been feeling all lazy and dull and tired lately? Do you feel like you're not motivated to do anything? Do you feel like you could sometimes not be bothered to get out of bed even? Do you feel like you waste all that precious time and accomplish nothing? Do you feel like your mind is unable to focus on places that you need to focus? Well, you know what? Admit it. You are bored. That's right. Which is why I thought today I'm going to talk to you about how you can get the boredom out of your system. Well, hello and welcome to this video. My name is Rima and we're talking about how to get the boredom out of your system. Now, if you want to hit your boredom out for a 6 and be this active, really rejuvenated person, you need to rest. That's right, I said rest. Now, many a time, what happens is that your body is exhausted. Your mind is exhausted. You haven't rested well and you're just driving yourself nuts trying to accomplish everything that you want to do. Now, if you continue on down this path, you will notice that you're always feeling dull, generally bored because your mind is unable to enjoy anything, it's unable to focus on anything. So the key is to rest well. Now, resting well is also a very elaborate process, which means you need to get adequate sleep. You need to, maintain a sleep schedule that is good for your body. You need to take care of your nutrition and you need to get some exercise. All of these things make all your happy hormones come out in your body and they work wonders to say bye-bye to boredom. You'll suddenly be this energetic, active, really cool person who's willing to do whatever it takes to achieve his or her goals. So make sure, if you start feeling bored and dull, check your rest. I hope you're resting well because that will dispel your boredom. So there was this one time where I was really bored, okay? I thought nothing could pull me out of that scene, that zone, okay? And then I just shut down. That's right. Sometimes you should just shut everything down and experience what you're experiencing. So I switched off my laptop. I actually switched off my phone for a bit, which is like a daring move in today's time. Yes, I'm the brave girl who did it. And I just experienced my life, I focused on my breath, I focused on the trees outside, on the sky, on nature, and I just calmed myself down. I think I was working myself up to a frenzy, and then because I wasn't able to work at the pace and the speed that I wanted to work at, I was just plain simple bored. So I decided that shutting down is going to give me the break that I really desire. Now, if you want to take this one step ahead, you could actually shut down all your gadgets and take off for the weekend, or go for a holiday, or go up to the mountains, or go by the sea, whatever works for you. Now, for some people, shutting down everything for a couple of days or a week is going to be impossible. But try and see how you can push your boundaries and really take that off time. Sometimes when you go offline, everything kind of falls into perspective. And that boredom, which was actually exhaustion or disappointment, all those toxic feelings that are making you feel bored, all of that disappears and something new opens up. And that beautiful horizon in front of you will keep you motivated and happy for a long, long time to come. So when bored, sometimes just shut things down. Now, I know you've heard this over and over again that there's no place like home. But you know what? When you're terribly bored, when you think that there's nothing that's going to kill your boredom, it's time to go someplace else. That's right. Now, many a time we get bored of the place or the surrounding or the environment that we're in. We don't realize it. It could be our workplace. It could be our home. It could be probably the place that we go to work out. So it's very important to keep giving yourself a change of place every now and then. If it means that you go for a weekend getaway, yes, that can work. If it means that instead of going to the gym today, you go for a run by the beach, yes, that can work. If it means that instead of working from home, you go to a cafe and work, all of that sudden change in environment, change in your surrounding, just kind of seeing new faces and new decor and new, scenery around you, that could really snap you out of your boredom and get all your creativity flowing. So if you think you're really bored, before passing a judgment on yourself, just get up and take yourself someplace else, and I think the boredom can that way be conquered. Well, one more thing that I've seen that really works when you're bored is when you put pen to paper. That's right, write it down. Let's say your thoughts are, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. I'm always bored. There's nothing to do. I don't know how to live my life. It's too boring. How about you take a pen and write down all your thoughts? Now, the rule is you cannot lift your pen. That's right. You cannot lift your pen till all the bored thoughts are flowing out of your pen. And I know that your hand will hurt. I know it'll be uncomfortable, but try it. Take a piece of paper and tell yourself, I'm not going to lift my hand or lift my pen till I finish writing all the bored thoughts. You may take 5 minutes or 10 minutes depending on your level of boredom. And after that, trust me, magic will happen. Suddenly, your thoughts will switch from bored thoughts to interesting thoughts, introspective thoughts. Suddenly, the real reason why you're feeling a certain way will start flowing out on paper. And by the end of this exercise, I promise you, you will discover some really valuable thoughts that you've been thinking but not facing up to. So try my pen to paper exercise and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. For all you know, the bored thoughts will leave you and some creative, interesting thoughts will come about which you can take action on. Well, turns out you're bored. What are you going to do about it? Well, you have to do something. If I were you, I would start with a list of goals. That's right. Now, imagine the life of a person who has no reason to get out of bed. So let's say you're done with your sleep and you're just generally surfing the internet, lying in bed because you're bored. What kind of a life is that? Well, on some days, say vacation days, it's fantastic. But on a daily basis, you need to be more motivated to get out of bed. And how are you going to do that? You have to create a list of goals. Well, the wise thing to do is to create a list of goals before going to sleep every night. Read your goals, go to sleep. I promise you that when you wake up, your first thoughts will focus on those goals. That will motivate you to get out of bed and start taking action so that you complete your to-do list by the end of the day. And when you are so goal-oriented and you're so driven to accomplish something, there's generally no time to remain bored. So if you want to get the boredom out of your system, get organized, get those goals going and start accomplishing things. Now, there are many times when there is not much to do in your life. Well, the smallest of tasks can go on that list because I promise you, it will motivate you to get out of bed, to overcome your boredom and accomplish something. And at the end of the day, you will feel recharged and definitely not bored. The best way to change how you're feeling is to change your thoughts. Simple, right? So if you have a negative thought, switch to positive. I would say, switch on the positive switch. Now let's say you're bored, okay? And you have these thoughts which are like, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. My life is boring. I'm feeling useless. How about you forcibly switch your thoughts to the positive mode and say things like, I love my life. There's so much to do. I'm so productive. Everything is so amazing. And if thinking it doesn't help, say it aloud like the way I said it. Or else take a book and write it down over and over again, saying it out loud or saying it in front of the mirror. The more you say it, the more you write it, the more you think it, the more you will feel it. And if you start feeling even a little bit positive, trust me, you are going to put yourself out of that boredom loop. You're going to pull yourself out and you're going to climb the ladder of positivity and feel good and probably accomplish a lot of good things in your day. So remember, whenever you're thinking negative, switch to the positive side and boredom will vanish. You know, when I get really bored, I find myself obsessing and thinking about the same things over and over and over again, which means my brain doesn't have the energy to focus on positive things. I'm kind of like a broken record in my head, and that's leading to more boredom. So the key is focus on the good things. That's right. So if you find yourself obsessing and focusing on negative things and feeling really bored about it, what I would like you to remember is whatever you resist will persist in your life. So all you need to do is get up and realize, what is it that you're resisting? Is there an annoying task that's waiting for you and you're probably getting too bored to do it? How about, say, cleaning your room or cupboard? If that task is annoying you so much that you're resisting it, when you're resisting it, it's persisting in your thoughts. So basically, you're just sitting, looking at the ceiling and saying, I'm bored. I don't want to clean my room. I'm bored. I don't want to do this. Why don't you just get up, stop resisting, and take the first step? Bit by bit, as you start taking action, you will notice that the annoying task is not actually that annoying, it's not really that boring, and as you continue to do the task, your boredom will leave you and you will focus on the task at hand, because physical activity is always amazing when you're feeling bored, because it gets you out of that boredom loop and gets you to take action. So take action, focus on good things and get going. Well, I really hope that you've figured out ways to get the boredom out of your system. And once in a while, if you do feel bored, don't be hard on yourself. Just give in to it. Enjoy the phase while it lasts. Only thing, don't let the phase become into a period of your life where you're just bored and unproductive. I truly hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure you do subscribe to Skillopedia and keep watching Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world.